Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but we also work together to fix it. The content that I'm going to talk about today is going to wrap this weekend up nicely and send you into this week. We are talking about a potential guarantee of a 26th constitutional carry state in a rather big one, and that state is Florida. Now, there's so many nuances to this. There's a lot of presidential implications. There's lots of political stuff. This is a big one, and like I said, everything will be linked in the description box below. And if you are new or you're a returning viewer, we would love to earn that subscription. We need to get as many people as possible in the fold to help the channel grow. You can help by liking the video, spreading out as far as possible, and if we earn that subscription, we'd love to have you along for the ride, and we need you there as well. Thank you so much for your consideration, and the sponsor for today's video is Smith & Bradley. The watch I'm wearing right here, we're going to dive into it, and I think that you're going to like this. Now, the watch that I'm wearing is called the Discovery Quartz Field Watch. It's a traditional no-frills field watch designed for those who live outside, and it's their lightest watch. It's got Swiss quartz movement, NATO watch straps for security and comfort, solid steel construction, 10 atmosphere water resistance, includes 24-hour military time markings, light illumination for darkness, and has a lifetime warranty. Thank you so much to Smith & Bradley for sponsoring this content, and now let's get into this because we've got to talk about what DeSantis is doing to set himself up not only for success in Florida, but a potential presidential bid, because there's lots of things to this. Let's get it. All right, so the article that we're doing, this is a local Florida source. DeSantis expects Florida to pass permitless carry gun law in 2023. Approving constitutional carry has emerged as a priority for legislative leaders, the governor said. Now, before I dive into what's going on the ground in Florida, let's look at this from a high level. DeSantis is obviously looked at as a potential front runner for a presidential run in 2024. Everyone knows it, right? Now, if he declares, if he doesn't declare, if there's a whatever, it doesn't matter. If there's a pitter-patter, I don't care. My point is, where he's sitting right now, it is a safe alternative to build his conservative bona fides with a Second Amendment crowd nationwide, not just in Florida, to add the state of Florida to a list of over 50% of the states who are constitutional carry. So that's a win politically. You add on top of that the fact that he has a Republican legislature in both houses and the governorship of Florida, that's a little bit easier as well. Then you look at the safety aspect of, he can say there's 50% of states where nothing bad has happened because nothing bad will happen when there's a constitutional carry. He's got the table made, setting himself up for, again, presidential run bona fides. This is important because everything is always bigger than it seems on the surface. Like I said, everything is linked in the description, but let's get into this because there's a lot of stuff here. Governor Ron DeSantis said Friday he expects lawmakers during the 2023 regular legislative session to pass a major change in Florida gun laws. The change would allow what supporters call constitutional carry. Now, this would make the state the 26th state in the United States of which would be considered constitutional carry. You're also looking at Nebraska and North Carolina, pretty much 3 potentially next year, at least from my analysis. There's some tricky things that have to happen, but that's kind of the playing field. If you add Florida here, they've had the state legislature for a while. It is fully conservative at this point. It voted tremendously for DeSantis. He has the wind at his back. This is completely possible. There's a reason they call this the gunshine state. There's guns everywhere in Florida. It's not like it's a far reach. Now, this sets up a very interesting dichotomy of what's going to go on in 2023 going forward, and we'll do lots of videos on it. You're going to have situations in Florida, North Carolina, and Nebraska, most likely, that are going to be pushing constitutional carry forward to get to 28 states. On the other side of that, you're going to have states like Michigan and New York. You're going to have a lot of other states going to be pushing assault weapons bans that are going to be quite interesting as well. Colorado, that's another one. There's a bunch of, this is going to be a very interesting year. So let's dive into this a little bit further because we're focusing on Florida. Sorry for the squirrel. DeSantis was asked about the issue Friday during an appearance in Lee County after House Speaker Paul Renner, Representative Palm Coast, indicated Thursday the House would approve constitutional carry. Now, that's a big deal because the House speakership in that underlying leadership level has been the sticking point for years. If you recall, we were talking about Florida being constitutional carry last year and beginning of this year, but there was always something behind the works that would always kind of get in the sticking and gum it all up. It seems that it's been resolved and DeSantis has his energy behind this. Now, Is that necessarily mean it's going to happen? I'll wait and see into March when the legislative session starts, and you know we will cover it, but listen to what he said here. Quote, "Basically, this was something that I've always supported," DeSantis said. The last 2 years, it was not necessarily a priority for the legislative leadership. That's what I was talking about, kind of gumming up the works. But we've been talking about it, and this is the House Speaker, Renner, pledged publicly that moving forward, and it'll be something that will be done in the regular session. The 2023 session will start March 7th. Now let's look at the timeline a little bit. And this is stacking up because it doesn't make sense for him to go into a presidential campaign run and fail on one of the promises right before he announces. If it's 2023 and you got to get that legislative session in March, it makes sense that you would declare in June, July, August in that time frame so you have a good long runway. It's interesting that they are lining this up in the timing to where you cannot fail. My personal opinion, Florida, I think you're going to have constitutional carry in March, maybe May, maybe April, May, somewhere in there. This is going to be something to watch, but I wanted to bring it to you because it's something coming directly from DeSantis' mouth and the Republican leadership who have previously been the sticking point. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.